just as a quick reminder, guys, we are giving out this Snorlax GX box. If you want in to win, remember to go ahead and click the link in the description below, follow the instructions, and tell your friends. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon OGs.
The original gamers.
I'm Chris.
I'm Nick.
And
Brandon's walking in the room.
Yeah. You want to introduce yourself? I'm Brandon.
There
There
you
he
go.
is.
Hopefully you guys can hear him from over
So, guys, we are going to be doing another video of the TCG Online.
I'm just going to say, felt really weird saying the original gamers.
You ready?
I've never said that. It's the first time I've had to do it.
Why are you taking my line?
You were going to the bathroom or something. Where were you?
All right.
Oh.
So what we're going to do today, guys, is kind of what we did last time. We're going to do a little bit of gameplay, talk a little bit of tips and tricks.
Just went straight to ticks.
Yeah, it's ticks.
Not here, guys.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to leave off where we won, and we're going to go with the alpha deck again. Okay. And then if we have a little bit of time after, I'm going to switch it up and go to a little bit of expanded play with the fighting deck I just made.
Sounds cool.
So we'll see exactly how these things play out.
Now, guys, if any of you want to play, specifically Chris, because I'm not good. I'm sure Brandon would like to play too, but I'm nowhere near ready to be playing people. Shoot us a message with your username, and we'll reach out, add you on. We'll add you on here and try to get some games done with you guys.
Names are right there.
Red version.
Yep. Pretty hard to forget. I still can't believe that was available. So let's see. We're going to have a mulligan right here. And as soon as this dude picks his bench Pokemon, might be able to start.
And if you heard us giggle, my wife just made a weird noise from the other room. And we all were kind of wondering what the hell just happened.
I believe she's playing with your daughter. So.
Yeah.
we'll throw that one out.
Yeah.
So we're not going to have too great of a start right here. We have the Hoopa out, which he is a good card, but when he's played first, not the greatest. Exactly. So that is one flaw that you may run into from time to time.
That's so great Glaceon's ability.
So it's kind of like Jolteon, where if it's an evolved Pokemon, it can't attack. So that might be a little bit of an issue to start out with, but I don't think it's going to be too much for us.
I'm always looking at water Pokemon to upgrade my deck.
So let's see. So we got one right off the bat. So we're going to play that Professor Kukui. See what else we get. Still nothing too fancy. We'll go ahead and play that out right now. And then this Stadium card is going to allow any Pokemon to use the attacks of its previous evolution. And then we'll go ahead and throw that out on Hoopa, cool, just to be able to
say you did something.
Well, because the thing is too is that more than likely, hopefully by our next turn we'll pull out something that we can use. But in case we need to retreat him, we at least have one energy on if we don't get the Float Stone.
Yeah.
So let's see, that Trainer's Mail going. So he'll put that on the Glaceon right now. Oh, he already has one on him, so he's got to be putting something else out pretty soon here. Oh, he's going to shuffle my hand for me. Awesome.
Thank you.
So
EDGAG93.
EDIG. I think it's supposed to be EDIG. EDIG 93.
With a J, though? That's totally a J.
No, it's a J, but I think that's what it's supposed to be. Or is it Edge?
Edge?
Might be Edge.
That is the strangest way I've ever seen anyone spell
Lapras right there.
How good is that Lapras?
It's not bad. Its ability is...
I was thinking about throwing it in my water deck, but I was thinking Tauros might be a little bit better for me. I'm not 100% though.
The Tauros card, it's a really give and take card because you want it to be hit with damage so you can do more damage. But yeah, so he'll get another 5 cards into his hand, and that's where you start to see the people start to cycle a lot quicker. But Tauros, with him, you have to wait for him to really be hit in order to do a lot. So that's the only problem that I'm having with him right now.
What did he just pull out?
So the Stadium card?
No.
Right here?
Yeah.
So Manphy's ability, it's each of your water type Pokemon have no retreat cost. So it's kind of like a float stone that sits on your bench for all of them.
What? Is that a... What series is that from?
It's an EX. It's from Breakpoint.
Yeah.
The Gyarados series. That
Well,
was the one I was
and
telling you
then-
about.
I might have.
And then that
one.
Lapras lets him pull cards too.
The draw
He's got to
three.
fly through his
Yeah.
deck.
So
But that could be a bad thing if he goes through it too fast.
exactly. So that's just the thing. Some of these decks are made to be able to run through, and they have a lot of cards that can they can cycle through time and time again.
Right? Yeah.
But you're kind of just looking for something to basically give you something else. So we'll see. And
So
no
I'm going
energy
to
there.
go ahead and show how much I don't know about this game because I really have only played it maybe an hour or two total.
Mhm.
What happens when you run out of cards in your deck?
So if you have no cards, it goes to the next turn of the draw. So if you have 0 cards by time your next turn comes along, that's game over for you.
Wow.
You have to be able to draw
See,
a card
and
every
that's
turn.
where something like his deck with all the different
Mhm.
abilities to pull the cards could be a little dangerous.
So we're just gonna get our Espeon out here. We need to get something going here before he gets his powerhouse running. We already see that he almost has the 3 on him. So we gotta think Hoopa's only gonna have about a turn and a half, or I'm sorry, a turn or 2 in order to basically make it through. And we really can't play anything here. What I'm actually gonna do is play the Puzzle of Time and see if we can get a card. Now the Alakazam wouldn't be bad, and we aren't going to be able to really use either one of those, so we are going to have to pull out that Alakazam to be our best bet. And then we're going to have to finish up there. So we're not getting great
think-
of pulls, and I think that's the problem right now.
Yeah, I think you definitely need something to be able to shuffle a little more. I mean, I could be.
Well, I mean,
completely
that's honestly
off
what this
base, but
deck is built around, is being able to cycle through. But, I mean, it's just, as of lately with the online game, it just doesn't seem like I get the trainer cards that I used to. So we'll see here.
Now the good thing is Hoopa's what 170, so
Mhm.
he's not gonna be able. Oh,
So it's going to do the 170, and then that is his 160 attack, but he can't use that attack next turn. So we know he's going to be getting hit with a paralyze and 100 damage. So let's try to hurry up, get this dude out. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and throw this on him for right now. We don't have any cards in our hands, so we're just going to hope that next card coming up is going to be, I believe, the Float Stone. Or the energy, the elixir.
elixir. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get something for Alakazam.
What did he just use to heal?
So
The-
his stadium card
Stadium
right
card.
here, and then he's gonna
Oh,
do
I
the
see.
retreat right there, and that's where we're gonna run into the issue. So I do think this game is a complete wash. We don't have any cards out to do anything really with. Yep. And then he's not going to be able to do any damage. I just want to see if this thing's going to at least allow him to be confused, and I don't think it's going to. Oh, it is. Okay. But it's not going to do a whole lot because he's just going to switch out the Lapras next. So I think we just lost this.
So now, what could have gone differently?
So this whole entire turn, I mean, I basically played everything that I possibly could. I really didn't get a trainer to shuffle my hand. That was the one down part. If I would have got one of those, obviously this would be a lot
Everything
easier.
could have turned.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we weren't able to get that. We got the energies we really needed. I mean, we had quite a few energies pulled. But right there, Professor Sycamore, that's something we need right now, and we just can't get. And that's where this guy's going to have the advantage. Anytime that you can cycle through your hand, guys, and constantly have cards floating through, you're going to have a better advantage. And he's going to do that 160, I believe. Or the 170, there you go. And then that should basically be game, unless we have the Mega Alakazam. So this might be able to help a little bit. I think we're going to run into a problem with the Glaceon, though. We'll see right here. So if he's smart enough to do it, he should retreat the Lapras, bring out the Glaceon, and then use his attack where I can't use my evolution type. Can't attack the Glaceon next turn. And that's what he's going to do. So let's see if we can finally pull something, and we're not going to get anything. So then we're going to run into the same problem where it's not going to do anything. And that should be game. And there it is. So that one ended in defeat, unfortunately, and that just goes to show you why that Shaman card is so important. That was the thing that got him the rest of his cards, basically. It started it going again. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch over to Expanded this time, guys, and we're going to run with the deck that I just made not too long ago. Let's go ahead and try this bad boy out right here. And no one's gonna have an advantage this round. And see, that's what I talk about. I just switched to the fighting deck, and look what I'm gonna get right now. Fighting.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think there has like some significance of like what type of deck that you're trying to build around. We saw that he had that Garchomp in there, like we do. And this is gonna be a pretty good first pull here. So we're gonna go ahead. Pull the Zygrade out first.
Now I know this has nothing to do with the game right now,
Mm-hmm.
but don't you think like an Aerodactyl GX would be really cool?
Mm-hmm. Well, they have the EX ones. Now the problem with Aerodactyl is he's technically considered an evolution type because of it being a
Because of
fossil.
Yeah.
And
So you
that's
have
the
to pull-
problem.
All right.
Yeah,
That sucks.
yeah. But no, I totally get where you're coming from. I think
Because if it was like Tauros, where you just throw them straight out there,
Mm-hmm.
that could be.
Well, here's my next question: do you think Pokemon is actually going to come out with Mega GX evolvements?
I was wondering that.
I mean, it seems possible,
I think it might
but
be something different than say Mega though.
It's definitely not in the next
I think
set,
there's
right?
I think there's another
like term that they're going to use for it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Super.
surprise me. Super,
Yeah, I don't know.
super
Evolution.
Mega Evolution. All right, so we are going to play this one first, and this is going to do 20 more damage to our opponent's Pokemon EX. And we're going to go ahead, apply that
I
energy
think they're
onto
gonna
there.
do it just to where you have to use a Mega Stone
I mean, it's quite possible.
instead of always having a Mega card. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's one way, I guess.
Pull him out right now. You never know what you'll get next turn. You
It's like
never
a
know
box
what
of
you're going to
chocolate.
get. Oh, man, we didn't get any evolutions right there. And then that's going to be our turn right there, unfortunately. Let's see what he pulls.
What could this be?
Team Flare Card. Can't stand that card.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying. Missile Jab. Funny name for an attack.
Alright. Awesome. Take that little Gible right there. Play him on, and then that's going to be our turn since we have no energies. I'm telling you, man, I cannot get any trainers. And I'll go through and show you guys this deck afterwards because I didn't do it before. But this deck has quite a few trainers, and we're just not pulling anything today.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. There it is right there. So first off, we're going to make sure that we get our Garchomp out here before we go
Now,
and
what's so
shuffle our hand.
special about the Garchomp?
So Garchomp is really good because of its HP being 130, but it's really fast to get out if you have the rare candy, and its attacks are only 1 and 2. Exactly. The first attack, it's attach an energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, and then the bite off, if the Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, it does 80 more damage, leading to 160 instead.
Wow.
So it's a really good card to have in the fighting decks itself. And let's see what we get here.
It's only good with the X cards though.
Well, not necessarily, because I'll show you. Hopefully, I can get enough cards out this time to actually do something. And I'm going to put that on him just because I know Zygrade's going to get knocked out. And he's not going to be able to do a ton of damage this turn.
You're just making up names now.
Is it-
Zygarde?
Is it Zygarde? I'm sorry, Zygarde.
Is that great?
He
I
said
said
that, and I was
Zygrade.
like, well, I've been saying that wrong all along.
Wouldn't it be awesome to be in the room with
The
just
Mega
coming up with
Lucario,
names for
and that's going to
Pokemon?
be his turn.
Oh, it'd be great. Just throwing out names.
Alright, so we have two choices here, and I'll let you guys make out the choice. We can either play her right here, where she's going to do she can choose a fighting Pokemon that's an evolution, and then you can choose a
Random card.
Exactly. or I can or I could discard all my cards and basically get a whole another 7.
I say bring in 7
Bring in 7. All right. Let's see what we pull out.
because you're not losing much.
Yeah. That's right here. So we're gonna go ahead and play the break on him. And we're going to go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and use the attack right now because I think next turn we'll have enough to actually take him out. I'm going to put him on our bench as well. And that'll do 60. And again, guys, the reason that thing's doing 60, we got 20 for the regular attack, 20 more for actually having a stadium card out, and then our stadium card is going to do an extra 20
wow.
to go ahead and do that. And then he'll probably pull out my Garchomp right now and try to knock it out. Yep, there it goes. So that's unfortunate. All right. Oh, the next card that we are going to pull out then, guys, is going to be our Carbink. And we get the card that we need. So we're going to pull that first. We're going to go ahead, shuffle those cards up.
Shuffle them cards.
And we'll see. So not a whole lot to work with here.
Did you have the letter though? No.
What's that?
Professor.
I could play the letter. There's not going to be too much going on right now with it. That's the only reason why I'm not going to use it. But we're going to go ahead and use that first attack. We're going to do 20 damage, and then we have a choice to make here. So I think we're just going to go ahead and I know the Zygarde can do some damage, but I think he has a card to switch it out with right now. So I'm going to play it on the Gible for the time being. Because if the next turn goes right and if he doesn't have anything to switch, it's going to buy me some time. And I know for sure I can knock him out next turn because I can pull out that Garchomp out of the deck itself. And he's going to switch him out. So that's completely okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
That's completely fine. Oh, so he's not going to be able to retreat now. So that was a pretty good play on his part. But go ahead, play this right now. Get him out, and then we'll go ahead and let's.
You already have a rare candy, don't you?
I do. So I'm trying to think of a different card that I can use right now. We're gonna go with the Floatstone for the time being. So let's go ahead. We'll evolve him right now. Also later on, more than likely he'll be knocked out next turn, which is completely fine. And then we'll go ahead. Just do that. So let's see what he decides to do here. My guess is he'll evolve him, get a card out, attack with his Garchomp. Yep, here comes the Garchomp, and then he'll put the energy on the Lucario itself. And there it goes to Lucario. Alright, so now that he did that, guys, we're going to basically try to completely mess up his plan of what he wants to do. So first off, I'm going to go ahead, get those energies into my hand. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to play this on him. Let's go ahead and switch him out real quick. And then we're going to get that Mega Lucario out. And knock him out right there.
Nice.
And that's the guy that he was trying to
get
keep
that
in his back
in.
pocket right now. Exactly. And he has no cards left either, guys. So he is going to be able to do that 80 damage, but that 80 damage isn't going to do anything near what he needs to. Oh, he'll do another 20 extra, actually. Or, I'm
But
sorry,
even-
no, he won't because it's not an EX.
Yeah.
But so my idea is now, so he'll probably get someone to shuffle his hand. Oh, he's gonna switch him. So he's gonna switch out the Zygrade.
Zygarde?
Guard,
Zygarde.
whatever. He looks cool. And then he'll knock him out right now. So that's okay.
Which that should have happened 6 turns ago.
Yeah, quite a few turns ago. So let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and put him out right now.
Nice.
Get
Get
the
the Machops
Machop
going.
So we're gonna put that on him, and let's
I'll
go
just say
ahead.
play the energy
Energy
first.
first. Shuffle this hand.
Shuffle them cards.
So nice.
All right.
We're gonna pull the Acrobike out again. Play it one more time, and we're just gonna get a Machop and a Fighting Energy. At this point, I'm almost gonna say that the Fighting Energy is gonna be less important, so we're gonna go with the Machop.
Especially because you already have a special and a fighting.
Alright guys, so the next thing we are going to do is we are going to try and do the, I'm trying to think right now. So if I do the 60, he's going to be left with 80, or he's going to do 80, he'll be left with 60 left.
50 left.
50, oh that's right, I'm sorry, math is wrong. And then if I do the actual 80,
We'll end up with 30 left.
exactly. I'm just trying to figure out if he heals. Is that going to be an issue? And I don't think it will be. So I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to do just the regular Turbo Assault. And the reason I'm going to do this, guys, is so we can pull one of these out right here. Place it on the Machop.
And get him ready for the Machoke. Which hopefully you eventually pull out the Machamp, right?
Yeah. So what I'm hoping is going to happen right now is we get something to shuffle our hand. Or at least, what's her name? The one on the roller skates. So we can pull out a Pokemon and an item card. And I think that'll really get us the game. Alright, so yeah, I should knock him out here. So what we're actually going to do real quick is...
How much health does that other guy have
Which one?
on his bench?
On the bench, he has 90.
Oh, that would have been perfect to play your switch, knock him out.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do right now, I think the best bet is to just knock this dude out. First, I'm going to play the energy on the Machoke, though. And then we'll go ahead. Actually, here, I'm trying to think. We have, how much left? 50?
50, and then
Okay, we got it, actually. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to retreat him. Bring up the Machoke. And then we're going to use the beatdown. Because of this fighting energy right here, we're going to do an extra 20 guys. And the fact that we have Regirock on our bench, we're also going to do an extra 10.
now what was the idea behind pulling out Machoke instead of?
So the reason I did it is because I know he's going to be able to knock him out in one hit regardless. But it's also going to buy me some time and not have to waste a Pokemon.
Got it.
So we're going to go ahead, add that to him. And we'll go ahead and... It did 90, correct, last time? I'm trying to remember.
Is it 70?
70. Okay, so we're going to retreat real quick. We're going to get our Garchomp out. And then we're going to use that Bite Off attack. And then that should knock him out right there. Doing the 90 because of the Regirock.
Nice.
Alright.
That worked really well.
Mm-hmm. So now we have the Scorched Earth back up. And really because we don't need that other energy, I think we're going to be able to throw that down and get rid of it by next turn. So he's going to knock out, or he's going to be one away from knocking out the Garchomp right now. Unless he has something else to do. And he doesn't, and that'll be game, guys. And there's our win. Bam. Awesome. So because he has no more bench Pokemon, guys, we do have one prize card left, but he doesn't have anybody.
Machamp comes out.
Yeah, of course, always. But that's just kind of the idea of that fighting deck. That one card builds off the other and its attacks of hitting. But it just goes to show you what can
But
happen.
if you didn't have the knowledge of retreating the Pokemon,
No, exactly.
you wouldn't have been able to do that.
Exactly. And that's where big things come in like that, guys. They might be small, but it's buying yourself time. That's one of the biggest things that I've learned while playing is buying yourself time, but also kind of being able to predict what the opponent might play next.
Yeah.
A lot of these decks that you're going to see are somewhat similar. They're not all going to be the same, but you can kind of guess of what type of card they're going to be pulling out next. But that is all the time that we're going to have for you guys today. Please remember to leave any comments that you guys might have, anything you want to see or anything that you guys liked. Really helps us know that we're doing the right thing and helping you guys out.
Even what you didn't like.
Exactly.
That helps too.
Exactly.
We need to know.
We need to know, or else we aren't going to fix it.
And we're just going to keep doing it. It's going to annoy you. So.
But please stay tuned, guys. We're going to have more of these videos coming to you. Hopefully this helped. And remember, keep it OG. Hey, guys, if you like that video, go ahead and check out a couple of our other videos. They're pretty cool, and I think you'll like them.
Especially that one in the corner.
Oh, what about that other one?
I kind of like the one on the bottom, too.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Ooh, look at that logo. You can subscribe.